Yeah, we're live. Can you tell us your name, please?
My name is Arthur Orlop.
And this is a story about your brother, your
This
stepbrother.
is my stepbrother, Robert Weeks Jr.
Okay, and so younger than you.
Actually, he's older than me.
Okay.
But the family's close. And he received a shot for COVID on Friday. And
His first shot?
his first shot. And was found dead on Sunday. It was from heart failure, but they wouldn't allow for an autopsy, and so I can't specifically say that it was a result of the shot, but you get a shot on Friday and you die of heart failure sometime between Friday and Sunday.
Did your stepbrother have any heart issues before that you knew of?
He did have issues with his heart, but it was under control, and he was doing fine as far as we knew.
And this was his first. So we don't know whether it was what shot he took.
I don't know which one he took.
But did they give a reason why they wouldn't do an autopsy?
Because he was married and because those decisions were made at a different family level
Right.
than mine, I couldn't speak to those issues.
Yes, okay. All right, well, it's very sad and we're very sorry that happened. Now, you wanted to talk to us about something else. What else did you want to talk to us about?
This isn't secondhand, it's firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that it was important to bring out. When COVID first came out, they were attributing a lot of deaths to COVID. There was a tragic house fire. Our next door neighbor, who we were close to, their house caught on fire. We went over there to try to get them out. We called the authorities. So I was close to the family because we've been neighbors with them for a long time, and the authorities told their sons that if they would allow them to list it as a COVID death, they would get them, I believe it was like $3,000 a piece towards their funeral expenses. This, quite frankly, infuriated me because it had nothing to do with COVID. And if it's happening in a small town like ours, Lyons, New York, it's got to be happening nationally. And so I just think that it's important to bring out those kinds of issues.
Let me just see if I've got this right. So your neighbours have a house fire
Yes,
and people died.
and both of them that were in the house died, the mother and the father.
And the authorities, do you mean the police when you say the authorities?
I can't tell you exactly who it was that told that
Right.
to them, but I know that they were told that, and they said, there's no way we do that in my conversation.
And they were told if we could list those two people that died in a house fire as a COVID death, they would get around $3,000 or whatever amount of money each.
That's what I was told by the sons.
That's extremely disturbing.
It was and is extremely disturbing to me because how many people really died from COVID and how many people were attributed to COVID from totally different reasons.
And how many people are in on the deception is also worrying. Whoever the authorities are.
I don't know.
No.
It shocked me that in a small town we'd even have something like that happen.
Well, thank you so much for telling us. This is really important that we learn these things from your experience, and for you it's firsthand with the son. So we really appreciate that, and we're so sorry about your stepbrother.
Well, thank you.
Sign his name on the bus.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
Autism destroys families, but more importantly, it destroys our greatest resource, which are our children.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
pledged to find out what is driving the country's rise in autism.
Compiling medical records from a number of databases. He'll direct resources to study environmental factors, exposures, and external factors.
Scientific progress on this has been slow because scientists are frankly scared to ask the question.
Genes don't cause epidemics. You need an environmental toxin, and we're going to look at all the potential culprits.
With no a priori thumb on the scale, you can't look at that.
Yeah. I'm very grateful to the Secretary for finally saying from an important public platform that this is an epidemic and we need to find the causes and we need to stop it.
Other issues DHE has been pushing for years are finally gaining mainstream traction.
Today we're announcing we are removing industry members, pharma members from FDA advisory committees.
We're seeing reports that you're considering removing the COVID vaccine as a mandatory shot for children.
The recommendation for children was always dubious. The vaccine itself does have profound risk of myocarditis, pericarditis, even strokes.
Very, 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 very few people are still taking these things. In that sense, the mRNA vaccines for COVID in the marketplace are effectively dead.
We are working together to change the federal fluoride recommendations, and we're looking at the science now. There's a direct inverse correlation between fluoride exposure and low IQ in children.
Health officials announced plans to phase out 8 artificial dyes from our food supply.
The FDA is effectively removing all petroleum-based food dyes from the U.S. food supply.
We don't have a surveillance system that actually works, and that is a crime. And we will do that right away. And I understand the perverse incentives that need to be changed right away.
When there's a political will to answer a question like this, it will happen.
We're going to change things for real this time.